Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas Eve to those who celebrate or such. I hope you are doing well. As per the community vote in our YouTube community area, we have moved on to Greedfall. So thank you very much for everybody who put their votes in. I appreciate it very much. We'll have another one coming up pretty soon after, well, obviously, we do this. So the idea is we're going to be doing kind of like we did with King's of Amalur. We're going to be playing through the, well, with this case, we're going to be playing through the whole game and the DLC, because the DLC, as you can see here, it's in the middle of the game. And also, I have not played this on the PS5 as of yet. So I actually restate that. I think I played a little bit of it back when we were on Twitch, and then we moved over to something else. So we're going to start it up. I haven't decided on what kind of character I want to play yet. So yeah, we're going to kind of do all that like right now, which is going to be fun. So with that being said, let's dive in. I think we'll do normal gameplay. That sounds good. If it gets to be too much, we'll drop it down to easy. If it gets to be too less, we'll drop it up to hard. So give or take. Usually normal is okay on my end, depending on the game and stuff like that, or type of game.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
The first way of photography. That's how photography used to be back in the day. Have a person stand there and just take your and draw your picture. All right, what do we got here? Disade. Let's see what he would look like. I'm thinking maybe kind of going an evil approach this time around. I think last time I went like I always go kind of good guy in the beginning, or a good guy in my first playthrough. This time I might go kind of ruthless. So we're gonna kind of want to go for like a ruthless look. Maybe we'll go for like kind of like a Loki look this time around. So the long hair is already looking kind of good in that regards. Let's see what we've got for face options. No, this one actually doesn't look that bad. All right, let's see. What is our hair choices? It's a little more okay. Kind of like the slick back. Like even the way that this one has just been built, it actually like I'm already seeing the promise of it. This one's more of a freer hair. Bald is my usual if I go for my kind of ranger good guy look. I think I'm gonna actually stick with the way this is. All right, facial hair. Ooh, I was gonna say, let's see if we can get like kind of a gunslinger type, you know, mustache and that going on. Ooh, with the chops maybe too. Oh, this is more of a flat. Oh, okay, okay. That's more full beard, no beard. Yeah, I kind of like this kind of gunslinger like look going on here. Eyebrows, okay. What we got? We gotta get some like sinister eyebrows going on here. That's not bad actually. Okay, that's a thought. We'll go back to that maybe. Ooh, that's very cut and dry. This kind of man that will stab you in the back. A little lighter on the skin. Okay, okay. That's looking good. My name is Colonel Sanders, and if you'd like some chicken, come on down to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I'll make sure I get you a bucket. That's all I could think of. Had a very Colonel Sanders look going on there. That was very Colonel Sanders. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the straight out black. Just Raven black. Alright, what do we got for eye colors? Ooh, I like the silver right off the bat. Yeah, the raven black hair and the silver eyes. This is the kind of man that's going to stab you in the back when you least expect it. Yeah. That's the way we're going. All right. I think we pretty much got it from the when you make a character and you build your character for the first time and stuff. Sometimes you can kind of just foresee what you're going to go with just by the look of how you build it. So this kind of Loki-ish looking, like, deviant, almost debonair gunslinger going on here is the kind of guy that's going to shoot you in the back to get what he needs. Or maybe he's about power. Maybe not so much the gunslinger. Maybe magic. Maybe he dwells into the occult. Maybe he dwells into the occult to get the power he wants. You know, we haven't really done a good magic build. Well, let's see what we got here. What do we have? All right, so we've got a few choices for starting classes. We got the warrior, the classic one-handed heavy weapons, one-handed blades, firearms. It's about strength and endurance. Your recommended talents should be craftsman and vigor. Okay. You got the technical side. This is elemental traps, firearms, one-handed blades, accuracy, agility, science, lockpicking. Now, if I remember right, I think my first character I ever played when this came out first on the PS4 and stuff, I think I played more of a technical character because he felt more like a ranger. Because, like I said, I love my ranger characters, and he felt like more like a ranger, and I used like a rifle, if I remember right, or even a pistol and a rapier and stuff like that. Let's see. Offensive spells from a distance, divine magic ring, stasis, one-handed heavy weapons. Interesting that they do the one-handed heavy weapons. Mental power, willpower, science, and intuition. Science and intuition. That's kind of interesting. I think we're gonna go magic. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go with this evil kind of occultist. You know, calling upon powers from the other realms. That's going to kind of be our premises for this character, is that he is all about power. The more power he can get, you know. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go with that. All right, next step. Pick an attribute to vest in your first point according to your preferred playstyle. Okay. So strength, endurance, accuracy, agility, mental power, that's going to be magic damage, and willpower, that's going to be magic points. So this will give us more spells. This will allow us to fire more magic off, where this will be more damage with our magic. Well, again, we're all about power, right? So I would say mental power should be the thing we go down first off, right off the bat. And we do have 2, though. So we could actually... Oh, no, I think that's all we have. We have the 1 point. Okay, so the 1 point, yeah, we're going to put it into mental power then. Because like I said, this is a guy who spent his nights under the candlelight, reading his books, learning about Cthulhu and all these other elder gods and otherworldly powers. And he has tapped into energies that he believes he can control, and that it will make him a very powerful being. Well, I've already got this like set up going and stuff like that. Now, where do we go with that? So now we've got our talents. So charisma is always a good one because the dialogue choices. Dialogue choices are always a key thing in RPGs and stuff like that. Since this guy is very debonair, also deals with the occult and stuff like that. That might be his thing. But let's see what else we got. We've got science, simple potions and stuff. Yeah, we're not going to bank so much on science because of the fact that we are dealing with an occultist. Vigor lets you pass through certain difficult passages that require balance. Okay, so not really worried too much about that. Craftsmanship allows you to craft basic weapons and armor upgrades. Gathering sites become easier to see. Slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting. Unlock contextual dialogue options. Intuition might be where we're going with this. And then, of course, lockpicking if we're going for that kind of thief or whatnot style. So it's either a mixture of being very charismatic. Slightly reduces merchant prices, slightly improves your companion's combat ability, slightly increases the chance of success of some dialogue choices. Gathering sites become easier to see, slightly increases the number of ingredients. So what goes further down? So let's see what the final things are. Maximum number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting, increases the number of ingredients obtained through recycling, and unlock all contextual dialogue options, where the charisma level significantly reduces merchant prices and improves their companion's combat abilities, and further significantly increases the chance of success in some dialogue choices. I'm going to go with this intuition, actually. This sounds like something that could be interesting. All right, let's go with that. I think we are good. Did we get the... We didn't... Did we get a name? No, I think it's Desarde no matter what. It's just more, is it a male or female Desarde? Okay. Alright, I'd say we're good.
A few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your
Don't worry, I won't sacrifice you.
character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
I've been talking to Satan. What do you want from me?
Cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
I always like the idea about this because you don't get a lot of colonial
I beg your
RPGs.
pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Alright, so... It's been a while since I played this game. Hello, hello, everyone. Do not mind me. So we are running on the PS5. We're going to also, keep an eye out for any sort of, like, glitches and things like that. And, of course, because those enhancements sometimes... we are running on what looks to be smooth 60 FPS, so that's pretty good so far. I'm going to take a look at our options here anyway and see what we've got. Now it's just our controls, control options. Okay, good. Difficulty of normal. Okay, we've got it on performance mode, so higher rate for performance. Good. Subtitles, yep. Subtitle size is small. We'll put that up to medium so that way people can read that with no problem. As long as that doesn't look too high. And what's our audio at? It's at 100 here, but on OBS I have that down, so that should be enough for everybody. Let me see. Yeah, that should be good, I think. I feel like that should be okay in terms. And we'll see how that goes from there. And brightness, barely visible. I need to turn that up just a little bit because I can barely see the barely visible one. All right, there we go. Perfect. And HDR is enabled. Good. Over Black Friday, I got myself an HDR monitor, and it has been absolutely amazing. It's not 4K, but it does do up to, I think, 120 or so. So that's been pretty outstanding.
Green blood. And so the day has finally come.
I think something's supposed to be in my hand, but it's magic.
Are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so?
You know who I speak to?
Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Do you know who I speak to, Kurt? Do you know? He has tentacles. And he can do things like this. Ha ha! Oh wow, that's pretty cool, actually. We have a tactical pause. Good, good, good. The music is already kicking. I like it. Ow! That hurt a little. Alright. Okay. Alright, Kurt. Hold on. Yo! Hey up! Oh, magic parry. Here we go. Yes! Dun 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 dun. Oh! 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 Bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Okay, potion. Let's see. We're gonna bind that to the down button. Good, good, good. Okay, so that's our shield. Okay. That's our parry. Nice. Our dodge is the X. Okay. Oh!
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
It looks shiny. It does.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself.
Merry Christmas Eve, Jay.
Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Nah, I think I'm good.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm...
I decided to go with a kind of Loki-ish, what do you call it? Send you a toast with Uncle Jack's holiday pie. Hey, all right. I'll take that toast. I got a drink in my hand, so I'm raising it up for you. I'll take that toast. Thank you. Skål! It's pineapple juice for right now. It'll change into something later. We're going to complain about being shadowed.
I have to admit, I thought my days as a child, complete with bodyguard, were behind me.
I do like being wanted. It would seem that the prince didn't feel you were apt to take care of yourselves alone. And so it goes. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
Applejack, vanilla, and cherry cola. Oh, that sounds
He had
awesome.
plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen
I just got up like 3 hours
him.
ago, so
Constantine,
pineapple
I
juice
should
for
have
right
gone
now.
with him, but
It's my morning.
in the mood of celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
So what I've done with this character, because as I was making him, I found this preset that had a very like Loki type look and everything like that, and I was like, okay, I think we're gonna go with this power starved magic user and stuff like that. He was all about gaining power. And I decided to go with this very kind of low-key, but a little bit of a gunslinger-like look too. Very debonair, you know. Last minute Christmas shoppers? Oh, yeah. Was it insane today? This is the kind of man that spends his nights with by candlelight looking at old occult books and reading about Cthulhu and other elder gods.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
Dun dun dun.
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
That disease does not look... Looks kind of painful. I don't know. It looks a little on the painful side. Or maybe mental-wise, it maybe does not do well. Knowing that you have, like, worm-like things all over your face. I like my hat. Alright, so this is considered the tutorial area, so we're going to do up all the quests here and stuff. We are going to look at how beautiful this is, and god dang it, I need a photo mode! Unfortunately, I don't think this game has one. Man, that would be amazing, though. Could really use a photo mode in this one. Like that alone right there, that streetway. That would be like a perfect photo right there. So we can get a first-person perspective there. Ah, but alas.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
I never understood the hats with the curls. It's a fashion thing. Gotta be a fashion thing.
The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Alright. Come on, Kurt.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here.
I do too, yeah.
Go there first.
Yeah, I do too as well.
Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
These guys are definitely throwing homage to like Dragon's Age and whatnot and stuff like that. I think they could do a pretty good. And Greedfall itself, honestly, is a very cool world. You got this kind of colonial situation, but it's also like entrenched in magic, old ancient magic and religion and science. It's a different take, you know. You don't get a lot of stuff like that, which is pretty cool to say the least. Whoop. I don't want that. Nope. We don't need weapons. We don't need weapons. We got nothing to fight. Okay, how do we access our map right off the bat? Let's see here. Shortcuts. Camera, lock on target, move and stealth. Attack, cancel, game menu, pause menu. Oh, hold it down for map. Okay, good. Excellent. Alright, so we got a few things to look for. Notify the Theleme ambassador about your departure. Notify the Bridge Alliance about your departure. Okay, I guess we could go there first. I guess we could fight first. Aha! Ooh, magic's gonna be fun. Magic is going to be fun. I wonder if it regenerates, because I do have, the magic user also uses, like, heavy weapons. Equipment tab. Alright, what do we got? I wonder if I can... Let's see here. One-handed heavy, maces, hammers, and axes. One-handed blades. I guess I could... I guess I could actually build into the blades thing if I wanted to. Though the stasis and the divine magic is what we're going to be going for mostly. Shadow missiles. But I do like a good rapier if possible. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's go in our bag. Okay, nothing right now. Little searching around. Yes, a loot. Oh, a tricorn. Would look like a pirate captain before long. There we go. Hello, 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 people. Can I tell you about our Lord and Savior Cthulhu? No, not a good time? Okay. Thought I'd try. Very inquisitor-like person that just walked by a second ago. looks like we'll head down this way. Keep an eye out for any treasures or whatnot, because you never know. Our first destination seems to be here. Oh, no. Further down. Well, that's a lot of burning bodies. Here's the bridge ambassadors. The science people.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene.
Oh?
A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Clever and mean. Alright. What can we ask about? Should we learn more about the Bridge Alliance?
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies.
This is very true.
The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the Union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Science! For science! Alright. In the Congregation of the Merchants.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
So the Congregation of Merchants, where he's from, is all about neutrality. And this is the island we're going to, Tiefredi.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tearfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before.
Yeah, it's the kind that can rip your throat
Some
out.
are bigger than houses.
Yeah.
But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And the relationship with Teleme.
And what of your war with Teleme?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tearfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Teleme has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city.
Hey, Jeannie.
Direct
Good evening.
conflicts are in fact quite rare.
Merry Christmas Eve.
But one day they will inevitably take place.
I think if I'm about to make like a alliance, these guys would be the ones to go with.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
If we're one that communes with elder gods and things like that, science is definitely a way to foresee that also happen. Because science! Well, let's go talk to the Teleme. In the Prince's Palace. Nightmare Alley's worth seeing, which is not a must-see in a theater movie. Yeah, I was gonna more than likely see it later when it came like to streaming or something like that. I've already seen the movies I want to see in theater at this point. Spider-Man and Ghostbusters were the two big movies I wanted to see in theater.
Good day, Excellency.
Well, not like I actually had a choice really when it came down to it.
What do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tearfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Oh?
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls.
Mm-hmm.
But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Alrighty then. Let's ask him about a few things. Tell me about the Leme, the freaking persecutors of magic.
Could you tell me anything about Teleme?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
Oh,
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
actually, I think if I remember right, my first playthrough, I joined up with the science ones. I think this time I might join up with these guys, considering they are grand mages, even though they are, you know, they do remind me very much of like, oh, you're a pagan, you must be burned or whatnot. But then again, they are grand mages on top of that. So it's not so much like the Templars from Dragon Age Inquisition. It's more of a different kind of style. It's like their magic or no magic. Tell me about your relations with the congregation.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints.
Oh, absolutely.
That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
And their position on TF Hey, Tup! Merry Christmas Eve. I've always sided... Yeah, me too. Yeah, in Dragon Age Inquisition, I always sided with the mages instead of the Templars. Though the Templars were kind of cool, but the whole idea of their faction being like, basically like, magic is outlawed and, you know, all this and stuff. They really took it to the extreme of like magic being outlawed and everything like that. Where in this case, these guys are more like, we're grand mages and our magic is like the key. Where they made it an actual religion. Alright, so their position on TF
How is Thélème faring on Tier-Freddy?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island.
It was good. I liked it.
Certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet. Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures.
I like demonic cults.
I am confident
I'm for that.
the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
No, The Matrix was good. It was a different type of story. I think more than anything I liked it because I did like that they went further into the Matrix itself and the whole man and machine thing and stuff like that. And then talking about stuff going on within, and there was a lot of tie-ups between the other three movies, which was cool. But I can understand also where there is definitely like kind of a you're either gonna love it, you're gonna hate it type deal. It feels like there's definitely a middle ground. There's like, you know, you're gonna really enjoy it or you're gonna be like, ah. Because I've seen some people talk about how like they thought it was unnecessary to make it and everything like that. I kind of hope they take it and do another a trilogy with it though, because I'd like to see them go even further in depth with it. Because there were some characters that I thought they did very well that I wanted to see more come out of. But I enjoyed it because I enjoy that whole universe in general and stuff. It's kind of like the cyberpunk situation and stuff like that. I think it's their daughter maybe or something that did it. I didn't look into who Lana is, but it's Lana Wachowski, which I think is like the daughter or one of the daughters or something like that. So you were wrong about two reviews. One said it was terrible because of its flaws, and the other said it was good in spite of its flaws. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. Everyone's going to have their own personal opinions, but my personal opinion, because I like the Matrix universe, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. There were some good action scenes. There was some good, like, a lot of cool plot style stuff going on, things like that. And like I said, some nice little tie-ups, too, that I thought were cool that they talked about and stuff. And some interesting surprises in character-wise. So... I wouldn't put it up there with like. Oh, is that okay? That's who Lana is. Okay, so she okay. Gotcha. Wondered if that was the case. I was wondering if one of the Wachowskis is transgender or if it was they had a daughter or something like that and stuff, and that was who took over. Kind of like how Reitman's son did, what do you call it? Oh, both did? Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much. Never looked into really their history or what's been going on and stuff like that. I just saw the name on it, was just curious. But if I had to like rate it up there and stuff like in terms of like, so obviously we've had some movies that are like, newer movies back from older movies type deals. Like Ghostbusters is the top one for me. Out of this year alone, like Ghostbusters is the big one. And then Matrix was like, it was good. It was one that I was glad it's one of those ones where I'm glad I didn't go to the theater for. Like sitting here and watching it on HBO last night was all I needed. Just to sit here watch it on my big monitor and enjoy it that way. It was fine. I didn't need to be in the theater and eat popcorn and stuff like that, like Spider-Man or Ghostbusters and stuff. All right. Let's see their relations with the Bridge Alliance.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tifredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting.
Yeah, the Book of Boba Fett.
Have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
So that's the thing I don't like about these guys. They're all about conversion and whatnot. However, if their magic is powerful, and my character is all about that.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Because like I said, this character that I've created is more power hungry, if anything else. Lets me know about all the spells. Right, let's go see Captain Velasco. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Dark side run, yes, very much so.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
No, not right now.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
All right, let's go find our young captain.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Never say that to a captain. Never say that to a captain.
He didn't come
It's
back
not a
this way.
boat.
I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
Rise of the Skywalker, that was definitely an enjoyable popcorn movie. Yeah.
Is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
All right. Let's ask about some stuff here. Start about the boy.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Okay. King Arthur was the last one you saw in theaters? Wow, that is a long time ago. I don't know, I thought it was a good Star Wars movie myself. But then again, I mean, I'm a simple creature. I like everything. Acquaintances in Serene, then.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
And how about his friends?
This Jonas. Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Yeah, time definitely flies. I've yet to still watch one John Wick film. Alright, what else can we ask about? Let's see. Tell me about the knots.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea gifted.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
And tell me more about the island.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines.
Hey, Kylan.
Now,
Merry Christmas Eve.
have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous, but I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Sounds about right, Jay. One of these days I'm going to watch them all. Hey, Darth. Merry Christmas Eve. Alright, the Port of Serene.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
All right. Let's see.
Be back soon, Captain.
So, we've got a few things to do now. We've got to find out about the missing boy. Find our cousin. I like how this one's always had kind of a Sherlock Holmes thing going on. Like, you do a lot of, like, investigating and stuff. You get to unwrap your Series X in the morning, you can't wait. Oh, nice, nice. Did you figure out what game you're going to be playing first still? Take everything! It was a sailor's coat. Feel like I'm ready to sail.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Let's see. Let's find out more about the cabin boy. When was the last time you saw him?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why, I haven't the faintest idea.
Oh, nice. There you go. Ask about his habitual comings and goings.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Yeah, not a big drinker. And what about his friends?
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
And his enemies?
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I heard it was very good.
He's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others. And when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I mean, she's not wrong. Let's find out more about the captain.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Alright, we need to find Varo. Ralo. Is it Laro? Laro? Varo? Salo? Lalo? It's one of these men. Oh, not this man who's pissing on the thing. Oh, he was. Oh, actually, he wasn't. Okay, he was just moving stuff. It's both. He's got a fridge and a. This must be our man. Laro.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Alright, well, let's find out what he knows. Alright, tell me everything you remember.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly runners.
1997
And then
Spawn.
when we
Nice.
left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Alright. How about this cabin boy's state of mind?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
And what about the kidnappers?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Okay. So we can go talk to this witness. Let's see what he thinks about the cap.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Okay.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
To the tavern! Frame rate? Yeah, it's performance-wise, so it's about 60. Seems to be running at it pretty smooth. There seems to be some little graphical glitches here and there and stuff, but nothing crazy yet. Keeping an eye out for anything that might be in that caliber. Alright, let's see. Several different ways. This artist has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from a crafting table. Here's our tavern regular. There's some gold coins. This is the man we want to speak to.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Got that kind of disjointed look. Oh. Alright, let's find out more about this.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Alright, let's see what he saw.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Okay. What about this rich man?
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you.
I agree.
Immensely
Yeah.
helpful.
It is definitely not their most prettiest game, but they've world building wise, they did a fantastic job.
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take these coins on the table. You guys don't need those.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Let's see if you've seen my cousin.
I'm looking for my cousin.
No, Technomancer was a very
I believe
was
he
a very
to
small indie
celebrate
title.
his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown.
Yes, they did.
blue
Yep.
eyes,
Spiders.
quite a
Yep.
talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Let's see. Compensate the innkeeper, or all right, we won't pay just yet.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
All right, let's see what else he's got. Let's find out more about the business here.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
No, to be fair, Bound by Blood actually wasn't a bad game. The storyline was actually pretty decent. And let's find out more about the Malicor.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you.
Thunderjaws and Rawbreakers, they are pretty cool.
To the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the New Isle.
And speaking of the New Isle...
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there.
That's...
Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
How many tall tales? Alright,
I
good.
need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Yeah, we still gotta see about fixing his stuff.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Do I have the ability to make metal dowels? We'll have to find out. Well, conveniently, there's a workbench. Nope. I have no crafting. I do not know how to craft. Listen, I work with magic, okay? I don't do crafting. You're speaking to the wrong man. Well, the charlatan's over here.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Everything.
Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little vial is the product of years of research and intensive labor.
We got a snake oil salesman over here.
If this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
That we shall see. Is there any way to go behind here? Oh. What is back here? These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting. Experimental results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. Blah, 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 blah. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Well, there's his antidote. Uh-oh! You do not mess with the man of magic. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. The weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something. So leave him in his filth. The customer is always right. Some gloves. Excellent. What if we can go to the inn itself? Fontaine House, Coin Guard Barracks, Fontaine Family Warehouse, Bridge Alliance, Fontaine Family House, Tavern. Captain Vasco, Harbor Master's house. There's a couple things we haven't seen over here yet. Villain's Den. I think that's something specific. Where do you need to go? The Villain's Den. Oh, okay. Well then. I know where to go. Okay, let's go ahead and save.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
What about some nasty side effects?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
The drugs! How about a demonstration?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the
This is such a nice part of town.
condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
Alright. Show him the remedy he is selling. Okay.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
That's true. He won't. Well, I might as well pay for that stuff as well, too.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me, sir.
Alright. Here's your 25.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovery...
You never hear that from the innkeeper.
I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
Nope. That seems about it.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's go talk to our charlatan. Wait. Is there an upstairs? Ah, here we are. Ah, there was 2 metal dowels in there. I guess I could have repaired it. Go figure. Oh well.
You again?
What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Okay. He was once a professor then.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Alright. Well, what's his obsession with you?
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
And what about the potion you're selling people then?
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
So pretty much he's doing almost the same thing that they're doing, except
You drink it when I offered it.
not so, what do you call it?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
Exactly.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Let's see. What do you think? What should we do with this man? Arrest him or help him leave the city? Does he get given back to the faction or whatnot? But they'll probably kill him. More than likely. Considering he also has information about the fact that they were, like, I guess, torturing by using their science. For science! Or we help him escape the city as it is. Well, our Desardet is definitely about magic. So, in this case, I think... Well, for now, ultimately, I would think, role-playing wise, he would want to keep the peace between all three in some way or another. So I'd say arrest him.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Not to mention there's a mob out there that wants this man's head. How unjust. Yeah, we'll go back directly back. I like how they give you that option. All right, sir.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Burren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tierfredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going.
I like moderate presents.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Gold coins!
Lord de Sade.
And level 2. Hey! Well, let's see here now. Completely immobilizes the enemy for the duration of the effect. Receiving damage will cancel the effect. Okay. Basic attack, shadow missile destabilizing. Attack, shadow impact. 50% magic damage. But 3 magic cost. It's a guaranteed hit. Oh, okay. It's got 3 different things for it. I see. We need 2 points if we were going to go with one-handed blades. So this brings our magical damage up. This brings our effect duration up as well. And one-handed heavy weapons. Well, let's go with this. More power! And we have no points to spend in that, and we have no points to spend in that right now. Okay. Like I said, our character is all about ultimate power! Well, this is only right down the street, so let's go down there.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Enter, please. Oh, I wish there was a photo mode.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Okay, but there was an altercation at the tavern.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband.
Christmas Eve and you have the AC on.
Escorted him from the tavern
That does happen,
force.
depending on where you
If he
live.
had joined your husband willingly.
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Why would the Knots have taken their son?
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Well, well, well. We shall have to go find where the husband is. Maybe she knows something.
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going. Farewell.
Or maybe not. Hey, did we miss anything maybe to grab up there? No. Okay. Come, Kurt! Alright, what do we got here? Negotiate with the vendor. Bring me to the vendor. So as I said before, this is the tutorial map, so they let you kind of go through everything, kind of get a feel for all the style of things you'll be doing when you hit the main island. And not to mention, I think you can get a couple levels out of it too. Get kind of a good build up in the beginning of the world too. Get a feel for some of the factions and whatnot. Some of the intrigue and politics you'll be dealing with. Beyond the other things.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're
Oh.
asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Alright. We need more instructions.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
What about the other merchants?
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Mm-hmm. Ah, we have an intuition. Ooh, we could offer a bribe. Ooh. Alright.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without raising a brow. Life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps we could help you take the weight off your feet.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. by pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of them face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring with it.
Oh, all right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo!
Aha!
Master must be expecting us.
That intuition definitely helped out well. What do we got? All right, Coin Guard barracks are down this way.
To my help, and death to the others! To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! To my help, and death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion!
Oh, it does regenerate. That's good.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away.
Ooh, there was a pretty coat it looked like in there. Some coins. I'll grab some more coins here. What did we get? This is endurance, so this is probably going to be for let's see, how do I change characters again? Ah. There we go. All right, to the barracks. Let's go ahead and get this going. Wait, did I just see some? Oh, what's this? To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him and we will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come on a full purse to the alley south of the old warehouse district. Oh. You got yours on as well? It's hot in there? Yeah. And I've got my heat on. You have your ACs on, I have my heat on.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the
Talk of all serene. Quartermaster.
Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
No, I would never.
But you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
I'm certain you must do what's required, which basically means more bribery, maybe. Yeah, bribery definitely sounds like the way. Alright, what do we have here? Discover where to find Constantine. Learn more about the Knots contracts. Find a smuggler. I guess, yeah, let's do that. We do need to find the cousin, though. He's been kind of away for a little bit. We should probably do that. The cousin does seem like it's, you know, a little bit of an importance.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It seems as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Alright, let's go ahead and save, because I'll be curious to see what we can get away with. We do have intuition, so that might help us in this situation. We do know how to talk our way out of trouble. Though it's not persuasion, it's more intuition. Or we could use our magic and just destroy them. There is a doorway down there.
It's blocked.
Or then again, we can't go through that way.
It's not possible.
And we don't have a level 1 in science, so we can't make an explosion. Okay then. Intuition it is. However, before we do that, we're going to take a quick break, because I need to go to the bathroom. And grab a couple chocolates. I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy some photos, and I will return. All right, I am back. Also, for those who like to watch the VODs on YouTube and whatnot, pretty soon I will be setting these up that will have timestamps on them and stuff. I'm going to have to start sitting through and breaking them up a little bit and stuff, but I'd like to start putting timestamps on them so that way people know when certain things are going on. So if we're fighting like a certain boss, you can go straight to that, or if you want to see a certain part or whatnot. So keep an eye out.
Oi, where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
Let's attempt to negotiate. Actually, you don't have time to negotiate with thugs. Order the liberation.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it appears that he is held here against his wishes.
How do you know that?
His voice is one of a kind, gentlemen, and we can hear it in the street. I order you to free him immediately.
I order, is that right? You're not cousins for nothing, you and that other drunkard. If you think all you need to do is come here and give us orders to get what you want... Looks like we'll need to sharpen our words with our new friends.
I'm afraid so.
To my help! And death to the others!
Uh-oh, I got kicked in the face. Hold up, I need to...
Things are about to get dicey.
We got that tactical pause. What do we got going on here? Do 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 do. Yes! I love that stasis! I like the tactical pause. I like the tactical pause. That's always a nice way to get things done, right? In a game where you usually control more than one person, tactical pause works out very nicely. So that way you can make sure everything you want to do is done correctly. Alright, we may have to fight some more on the way through. Also, we'll take as much stuff as we can while we're in here. I don't have a key. I'll have to see about finding that. Okay, nothing in there. Come, Kurt. Our enemies await us. It's down the basement. More treasure! Oh, yes. It is more treasure. We've got a key that I bet unlocks that chest up there. Okay, let's go check that other room with that chest. Key to the cell. Good, we're going to need that. What do we have in this room? More gold coins. Good, good, good. Oh, yes, these guys are getting themselves a little bit of a treasure, it seems, throughout their time. Grab all this stuff. Anything over here? Nope. An old doublet.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Adventure. Adventure! Alright. This outfit. That's a lot of raisins.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
There we go. And you have your clothes now. Let us leave this dank and dreary place. Oh, I do see some treasure down there at the bottom, though. Oh, I see more over here, too. I can't say no to some gold coins. And some blacksmithing gloves. All right, where to next in our little grand escapade here? Still have a couple things going on over here. All right, back to the docks. We'll ask about the knot contract because we're still curious about this other mission that we got going on. The cabin boy. There we go. Listen, I see shiny, I go after shiny.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Ow, 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 ow. All right. Let's talk about Madame Fontaine.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up. to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Interesting. We're gonna have to find out more about that then. Now, more about these heretics.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
I think we could tell them openly.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Interesting. All right. Well, we don't want to ask about that. Let's see. Let's talk about the merchandise.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Let's say that right in front of the guy who just told us, like, not to do that.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
That's a good call. Good call, Constantine. Good call. Let's talk to the old teacher.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Cosilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I got a few things to ask you. About the contract between the Knots and the Fontaines.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That happened a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Oh.
He would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth.
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
Well, you don't want to feel in the coffers.
Son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
That is pretty ugly.
Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
That is pretty ugly. I have to admit, that's kind of ugly. Tamper with the ship's log in the harbor master's office. Okay. That's in there. Interrogate the smuggler about the heretics. Okay. Our chances of just walking in there. Zones controlled by other factions. Certain places are forbidden. A costume torso of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also stealth approach, but if guards spot you, it will result in violent response. Oh, yes. I almost forgot. This game allows you to wear disguises. Which I don't think we have any right now.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Like a back door. Or a non-back door. Or
If you wore a Nord uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
poison them. I mean, that's a way you can do it.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just going to go upstairs, and I can't lockpick. They don't seem to be mine that we're walking around up here. Oh, I think because I do have a sailor's coat on, so maybe they think I'm part of their, they may think I'm part of their alliance. That would make sense. And I do have a tricorn hat on, too. I am looking very proper sailor right now. Hence, I might best be able to walk around wherever I like right now.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
There we go. Alright, so let me save over here and see what happens. I'm very curious. Gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. I don't seem to mind that we're in here. Hello! Don't mind me. I'm just going to take these extra coins and ammo that happens to be sitting over here. It's fine. That's also a lockpicking.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow
Oh.
lost. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Anybody notice this big hole back here? You guys hit the big hole back here? Ah, damn lockpicking. I have no. Yeah, minus the scurvy. Yes, exactly. Sailor minus the scurvy. We're doing okay on that end. Crude iron ore. Okay. I was gonna say there must be a, yeah, I thought so. I was like, it seemed like that would be a place to put some treasure. Gentlemen?
I've seen a few escapes in my time.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A
No.
real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Yeah. Bye. These doors, you're gonna open them. Yeah, we'll take care of that. Excuse me. Got to go.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Yeah, you're definitely on your own there. You sit behind, so it must be like, yeah, it's gotta be like one of these places. Alright, let's see here. Inform the porter. Okay, this is where we want to go. Let's go get these guys first before they end up showing back up. That man's moving awfully fast.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
There we go. Now, let's go take care of our heretics. Heretics!
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
The traitor!
Deliver us to the Inquisition, then. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime.
Depending on what armor you're buying or repairing stuff and things like that.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Alright. What about their research?
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of St. Mateus. The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text.
We wanted to verify if this.
Oh, nice. Another playthrough is always fun.
Faraway place that he spoke of, the Eden of Saint Matthias.
And what did you find?
Tear Fradee is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise.
Oh, Greedfall. Gotcha.
He speaks of a voice.
I thought you were talking about Witcher there for a second.
Of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white. And there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius.
Well, when you get your Xbox X, that'll be another game to go through. They got the free enhanced edition, I believe.
This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written?
Yeah, playing this on the PS5. And what of your escape plan?
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
And the possibility of making an agreement?
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to arrest you.
I am sorry for you, but I must arrest you and hand you over to the ambassador of Thélème.
We might be two poor historians, but we will not surrender ourselves to the fire without a fight.
Oh, okay.
I understand them. Better to die weapon in hand than on a flaming pyre.
Now let's go and inform the Cardinal that their heretics are dead.
Well, so much for them. Back to the embassy. Do.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Ah, it's done.
I was able to find the heretics you seek. Alas, they preferred death to capture.
What a pity. But that hardly surprises me. What have you done with their bodies, my son?
I left them in the Nort warehouses. I'm certain they would be more than happy to return them to you.
Very well. Very well. You have done a great favor to our nation, and we shall not forget it. And I would appreciate it if you would accept this modest gift as thanks.
I like modest gifts. What did we get? Well, 1,000 experience and more gold. Fantastic, and a new level.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
The light is actually the darkness. They just didn't say that. Slightly increases the combo speed of Shadow Impact. Cool, cool. Yeah, I get like this all the way down first, so we have like a crazy amount of damage. And no points hit in attributes or talents. Okay. Ah, yes, we still gotta find the cabin boy. Cabin boy! Cabin boy! Note to the attention of the servant. I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure there is enough food for everyone, and be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Oh, we shall.
Might I help you, sir?
Yes. No? Okay.
I need to be going. Farewell.
To the warehouse it is. I like this music. Dun 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 dun. It's got that kind of old school style guitar there. A little bit of a guitar. Pardon me, sir. Pardon me, pardon me. Don't want to step in the fire. Excuse me.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
And don't scream it out that we're here. Kurt, please. Move, my man, move!
Sir Desade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Yeah,
Will you
let.
be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
All right, what do we got here? Yeah, let's talk about. Well, we have this information. Let's use this information.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
Oh, he
You
knew.
should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness will be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Oh, that was kind of cold, but I mean, it was true. I'm also going to take your things if I can. Oh, all right, I can't take your things.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me.
Some do, yeah.
Seem to have no intention
Yeah,
of
some older games play and look a lot better.
Sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
They get kind of like a boosted thing and stuff like that. And then some get enhanced versions that the developers make enhanced versions of.
Barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
You can.
You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
I thought I saw a shiny. Ah, I don't have lockpick. Yeah, it really depends on the game and stuff like that. Like, some games are set up with 60 FPS, some games are set up with still 30 FPS, some get enhanced. Like, you take the Assassin's Creed games like Odyssey, and then like we learned last night, as Tep said, Origins is getting a 60 FPS like enhancement. So some games will get them, some games won't. Some games were built originally with 60 FPS in mind, but on the older consoles, only 30 FPS can like work with it. So there are like some indie titles that kind of already get boosted as soon as you put them on the new consoles. All right, I think that is all the side quests. Oh, we have to go back to the... Okay. We have to go back to the coin guard first and tell them what's up. And another big thing with a lot of older games is the load times are usually much, much better. So where they might not get boosted in terms of... where they might not get boosted in terms of, like, graphic style, they'll definitely get boosted in terms of, like, loading times and things like that, which makes a huge, huge difference, too. So, like, an RPG, for instance... that loading time that was maybe like almost a minute to 2 minutes long to load each area now is only maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds or something.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you...
Frame rate is better from as well, I hear. Again, it depends on the game and stuff. But that's what I was talking about. FPS is pretty much like frame rate.
Good luck.
Yeah, some games play smoother and whatnot, depending on how they, what they've been built up for and stuff. Some still run the same and think, it really all depends on the game itself. Because like I said, you can find games that also have enhanced versions of stuff. Like, for instance, and I haven't tried this yet, but like Fallout 76, where I'm betting it probably feels a little smoother and stuff like that, it's still 30 FPS. So it's still in that 30 FPS category and whatnot. Where like a game like this, where it definitely feels smoother, and you can see that it's running on 60 FPS now in performance mode. There's also the big difference too that beyond performance mode, if you don't mind that, you can also, if you want the game just to look prettier and stuff, you can also take your performance mode and turn it into a higher resolution, which is quality mode. So you might end up having like... Did I end up doing that? Or did I not save it? Oh. So you might get like more detail in certain things and whatnot. However, it'll still be, as you can see, it's not as smooth when you turn and stuff like that. So you get kind of like a different thing. Like some people like the look of it, some people like the feel. So it all depends on the game itself. Batches all day of melted caramel corn. Oh, nice. I had popcorn last night. I love popcorn. All right. She's working on it. Nice. All right, let's get back to the captain and let him know that the cabin boy is there and we are ready to set sail. Off to Tia Fritty!
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
Let's see. Oh, okay, no.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
I was gonna see if he had anything to say about taking care of the cabin boy situation.
So,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do.
Very true.
I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
All right, more experience, more reputation, and level 4. Fantastic. All right, we're not going to leave just yet.
Be back soon, Captain.
Because now I have a skill point and a tribute point. All right, cool. Let's put it into this for that shadow impact. And then more mental power. More power. And talents. We already started with the intuition, so we're going to keep going with that. Oh, we didn't get one for the talents. Okay. Just attributes. Wait, did I get 2 points for attributes? Nope, just 1. Okay. All right, I would say we are good to go.
So,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
All right. And ask for permission to come aboard.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
I feel like we've done everything.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tia Fritty. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Yeah. You say that, Kurt. You say that. But guess what, buddy? We're about to have an interesting situation happen, actually. Beautiful ship.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Oh boy. What a monster. I didn't even realize his arm was half rock.
Captain, keep my cousin safe.
Merry Christmas, 79. Yep. Or Christmas Eve. Yeah, it looks very friendly. Oh, okay. Ow. Yep, that hurt. That hurt. Oh. Oh. Well. Let's try that again. I should have dodged when I should have weaved. If we get the PS5 upgrade features, if we only have the PS version of this game. Yeah, you should.
So, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
Yes, very good creature designs.
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. Do you have any found?
No, my house.
Perfect. I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right.
Okay, so now we'll save here instead. Just in case. Yeah, as far as I know, the enhanced version is... wait, was it free? I thought it was.
The Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but...
Alright. Hey, whoa. Ow, alright, listen, buddy. That hurt. Okay, well that worked. Oh my god. Tacticalness! There we go. What the? You spamming bastard. Huh. Maybe we might go to easy difficulty.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle.
Or I just gotta learn how to dodge it better, that's all. There we go. There we go, just learn how to dodge better, that's all. Oh yeah, that wasn't dodging too good. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, what do we got? Magic potion? There we go. Ah! It's gonna be a thing. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! I was doing good, too. Alright, we need to change a few things up here. Let's see here. Magic potions. Let's go ahead and bind those that side. Potion that progressively increases fury over a long period of time. Okay. Your stealthiness. Okay, I don't worry about that. Alright, let's try this. Just gotta dodge a lot. Oh. Okay, hold up. Let's get a stasis going on. See, there we go. That's the way we're gonna do it. Easy. Easy. First try.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
And get the bards to write poems about it. Get the bards to write the music about it. Ah, see, photo mode would be amazing for this thing. It's got a lot of anchors sitting inside of it, and spears. Alright, let us shove off. Okay, so the key is basically that we need to stasis and then hit spell casting.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Da, da, da. Shall we set sail? And thus we begin. Land her! That title sequence, though. That title sequence, though. Well, that was a thing.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage.
Wish my mic was a little lower and the game volume was a little higher. Oh, I could fix that.
Go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city.
I mean, I have to be, you know, no offense, but I'm the one that needs to be present over everything.
We must wait for our escort.
But I can turn it up a little.
Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral...
I saw a guy the other day come into the store
My
wearing a
cousin
plague
was
doctor's
nonetheless
mask.
delighted with your services.
That must have been interesting.
I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None.
Guess it would have worked, though.
She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
I was ear bursting earlier? Really? I haven't been peeking or anything. I haven't like gone up past yellow in my and such. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Because I'm like looking at the mic thing right now. It doesn't even go up near yellow. Strange. Strange brew. Okay. Vasco, you're coming with me. Alright, what kind of treasures can we find around here? I'll take all the stuff that's glowing. Give me everything that glows! Find Constantine at the palace. To the palace we go. But first, treasure. Tons and tons of treasure. Tis a pretty city. The Copper District.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong?
My hat is very out of style.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for alcohol.
There's so much loot. I must have it all.
Atuai, sien sradi dau quint. Dadagudach me in.
Attention, soldier.
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny.
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Princess Majesty. Let's see. Alright, go back to your ship for now. I just took you. Let's go see our new governor. It's a very pretty mansion.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal.
But I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there is a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
You know, whenever anybody says that, that's always like the key of like, oh great, now they're gonna like set me up and try to kill me. The Battle of the Red Spears.
Desade, do you have a moment?
Of course I have a moment. I am Desade.
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but I need your help.
I'm listening, sir.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchant's travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark the places you deem to be safe on your map.
Very well. I will take care of it, Professor.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. One more thing. Do you remember that gigantic creature that you defeated in Serene? Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. An accident was inevitable. But according to my sources, there are others of them on this island, and your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Serafedin, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them.
Don't they always disappear?
I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
The price of wisdom. Set up a camp in the region of Grendivma. Probably said that completely wrong, but it's fine. So, our main quest. We probably want to stop a war before anything else. At least that's what I feel like. Then we'll deal with these other things. Silver District. More treasure. Did someone say treasure? Because I think they did. Alright, let's reach the village. Although, more treasure. Tier 4D is made up of several regions connected to each other. As you explore, you'll discover campsites allow you to rest and travel quickly. La 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 la. La 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 la. Into the village we go. I wonder if they use, like, New World has a lot of influences, it feels like, that come from this.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Random thieves just happen to be in the area? I see.
Drink a potion.
Faster than you think. All right, gain another point. Shadow Missile costs less magic energy. That's cool. That's very cool. Let's see. No attribute points, but we do have a talent point. Let's go ahead and do our intuition. But as I was saying, yeah, I feel like New World took like influences from this and put it into their game. Because it has a lot of different, like, I don't know, it has some things that are kind of similar in its own right.
Desarde, I have a favor to ask.
Very well. I'm listening.
Do you remember the story of Jonah?
Of course.
Well, I'm like him. A donation to the sea. My family also gave me to the Nords. I don't know anything about my real family, except that they are probably affluent and from the congregation. When I was born, the Nords and the merchant princes had a complex relationship. I must have been used to settle a debt or forge a truce, but that doesn't matter. The mystery of my origins has now become an obsession. I need to know where I come from. If I were patient enough, I'd wait to become a fleet commander, and then I would be told. But since being laid off, such a promotion seems somewhat improbable.
And you want me to help you find this information?
You understand correctly. The records of all seamen stationed on the island are in their respective ports. Mine must be in the harbor office in New Serene, and it must contain my family name. But if I go there, I'd be spotted right away. Could you go there and bring the file to me?
I see.
Another time, maybe. Alas, I'm too busy at the moment.
I understand. Come back when you have more time. Did you want anything else?
You're the one who was talking to me.
I must leave you.
Alright, we have a side quest there. Oh, Kurt has one, it seems to.
Greenblood, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the Guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. And honorable. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion? On what?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second at your side. But I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantine. And I don't know his guards. Not well, in any case.
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And your opinion has weight. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
Not right now, but yes.
I don't have time now. Can it wait a while?
Anything else?
I must leave you.
I must leave you, Kurt. Oh, I see. Those 2 quests will stay on them. Ah, okay. A dagger. Rapier. Blackened Morning Star. Great Blackened Morning Star. God, it's getting hit by that thing. Oh. Ooh boy. Ring of the Fighting Monk. 385. How much do we have? 329. I see. Wait, what's on sale? An old rusty rapier. An old cutlass axe. Ooh, axes are considered heavy weapons, huh? I can use these? Really now? I did not know that. Well, well. We delve in magic and axes. Okay. I'm in. Does seem to be better in that regards. Anything else, like boots? Not specialty boots, but it'll work. All right, let's continue through here. Do. There's some beaver bears down there. Hence a good place to save. If we're gonna fight some beaver bears, I think we need to save it. Come, beaver bears!
Things are about to get dicey.
We are arriving in my mother's village. Vedrais. There are wild beasts around it. We must be careful. The guys rad. The
Does
old
that?
spears know how to defend themselves, but we must be careful on the way there.
Oh, look, storming an axe. Yeah, that's something you don't see often, right? Actually, I'm more swords if anything else, but I mean, got a camp up ahead. You have discovered a campsite. I like how in this game, how like in the different areas you could find like campsites and things like that and stuff, or build campsites and stuff.
This is where the spears of all past warriors are gathered. The branches are reclaimed by the tree and bring strength to the village.
Do you want to trade?
Ah. So as here, we'll find out more about your mother.
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I'm the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I've come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwand. You are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekid Nadagais only a few hours ago.
Oh no. We need to catch up with them and avoid the shedding of blood. Please, haste.
Very well then. Let's be off.
Let us be off. But before we be off, I'm going to take things. Now, don't mind me. This is fine. Typical, right? Just someone walking in, just taking all the stuff.
In order to go towards Didegid Nadagis, we must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest.
Into the forest. Ooh. This is a waterfall. Yeah, these are beautiful lands. Beautiful lands.
Wait. We should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle, it makes sense that they wanted to avoid a path with more danger.
If it is dangerous, let's not risk braving it when time is against us.
We risk meeting a great many beasts. But if we follow the warriors, we risk catching up with them too late to sway them.
I see. So we have a choice. We go the way they went, or we go that way. Danger doesn't bother me. Let's go.
Thanks for listening to me. I fear my mother may have already thrown herself into the battle.
Yeah, let's just hope we're not slaughtered because of doing it this way. I need light. There we go. These ones are a little tough, I'm just saying.
Things are about to get dicey.
Oh. Help! 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 Alrighty then. We killed the beast. Ow.
Right. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh boy. Oh, I've been eaten. Damn you, bear-looking things. Oh no, where was the last save? Oh, okay, it was after we defeated these ones. That wasn't too far off, good. Well, she did say this was going to be the harder path. I mean, no offense, guys, but you could also help me attack the ones I don't know that are... Uh-oh. Okay, this one's almost down.
Things are about to get dicey.
Hold up. Got him. Got them. The magic works good. Well, that's a war up ahead.
My sister is surrounded. We have to help her. Come on.
Things are about to get dicey.
You've no magic. Drink a potion.
I know I've got no magic left. I got magic now. Oof. Oh my. Ooh. Right in the eyeball.
Iselt! You are too late, Ciora. Mother has fallen and we are defeated. No, no, no. This is not fair.
I am so sorry.
Who is this man? He resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze.
I am the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I'm sorry for your loss.
The congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Iselt, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
Let's see. I do have intuition.
We got here as fast as we could, I assure you, and we have fought by your side. Listen, after a battle, whether lost or won, the elders say that we must return the dead to the earth.
And tend to the wounded. He is right, Isolde. This is no time to continue the fight. Truly spoken. You are right, and you know our traditions. I feel weak.
Ooh, that intuition
You
worked
need
out
to
well.
return to the village and care for your wounds. We will watch over the others.
Thank you. I'll see you again, Ciara. Thank you for soothing her anger. We must tend to the wounded now. And find my mother. Or her body, if she is indeed dead.
Look at this massacre. How?
Find her banner. It bears the symbol of our clan.
All right. Look for the symbol. We can also loot the dead. Just saying. Because there's a lot of dead to loot.
This way. There is a survivor. Let's heal him. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
It's a lot of treasure to get your hands on in the beginning.
Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
Oh, these ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
Dadidak hidden nada gaze.
Yeah.
There was once a battle in the past.
Bless you.
A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means ruins of the first guardian.
I would like to dig around a little on the site. We might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built them.
You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Let's see. Oh, I'm carrying too much to sprint. I've got too much stuff. I can't sprint. So we're jogging. We're jogging the whole way through. Anybody else who survived? There should be somewhat more. In this massacre, finding a survivor, though, well, that's kind of a thing.
Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Just black and smoking bodies everywhere. This is what metal songs are made out of. Black and smoking bodies everywhere.
I don't see any more survivors. I think we found them all. Oh wait, there's more bodies here. Oh, there's one.
Another warrior who survived. I do not
5
think
out of
that
5.
We will find any more of them now. We healed them all, thanks to you. May the grass always be soft beneath your feet.
Soft grass beneath the feet. I mean that's a good compliment. I'll take it. Now let's find the queen. Oof. That is a massacre.
I beg of you, help me.
Still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
Pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora.
Encourage her. Oh,
Give in to the dark side of the Force. Let your anger flow.
Need some help?
They took her. The Queen.
We must find her. I will not leave her to their whims.
If your mother is in the hands of Bridge, they'd have taken her to the closest camp.
Level
Promise
6.
me that we will do everything we can to bring her back.
Level up, level up. You just leveled up.
Bum, 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 ba-ba-rum, bum, bum. Okay, what do we got here? Light projectiles. Okay, what's this? Shadow Burst. Knocks back and deals magic damage to all enemies around the castle. Very useful to turn the tide in a melee fight. Ooh, I need 2 points for it, though. Or I could start going down this road and have the effect duration last longer. I'm going to get that Shadow Burst. So I will hold on to a point for now so I can get that next. Let's search the ruins down here. And I feel like this is a good place to save. And we'll continue later because we've been running for about a good like 3.5 hours now at this point. So I think that'll be good. Oh, that way I can also go make some dinner. And yeah, and then kind of go from there. So thank you everybody for coming by, and a Merry Christmas, because it's officially Christmas right now, and such. So thank you everybody for coming by and hanging out. I do appreciate it, as always. Thank you for keeping me company. It's been a good time so far. We'll be on tomorrow with more, because like I said, tomorrow I'm not, I may be back after I make some dinner anyway too, because I was thinking about doing some photo shoots in Dark Souls. So we'll see what happens on that end. But if I am back, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll definitely be either picking up some more of this or doing some photo shooting in Demon Souls. So have a great one. Merry Christmas. And I'll see you. Well, technically I say tomorrow, but it'll be today. It'll be Christmas Day. So, because I have nothing going on except for like food and whatnot here. So that's about it. But beyond that, yeah. Be safe, be just. And as always, huzzah! Nope, wrong thing. It's the ending thing, not the intermission thing.